Hello, my name is Jonathan, and we're gonna talk about the project that we did about the house. Yeah, so my teammates consist of Maya, Regina, and Daniela, but for some health issues, um, Maya couldn't come, so it was just me, Daniela, and Regina. Okay, so basically, what we had to do, it was to get the teacher showed us like a map of a house, and he gave us the lengths of everything and the height and everything. So we had to, based on that, we had to get like the walls, like we were gonna renovate the house. So we have to get the area of the walls that we have to paint, or the floor that we have to carpet, and for the restrooms, like the floor too for the porcelain, So we had to do we had to get the whole lengths and stuff, areas, so we could get how much we needed of each product, like the painting, wallpaper, etc. Well, so the format we have to do, it was basically like this. Well, as you can see, it basically gave us some instructions on what we had to do. Like we have to the wallpaper, like the walls, or carpet the floor, paint the walls, like all from different rooms. So we had to get to this. So we have to go to these rooms, and we had to get the areas, and then we have to get the walls, like how long were them, and the areas of the walls. So we had to do all this process. I'm gonna show it to you, like from for each room. We did one page for each room. As you saw on the picture, so that was basically only for the living room, and I'm having it here. That's why I'm reading it. So we have the area for the whole room. So it was 27.6. We just got it by multiplying the width, I think, and the length, and then the walls, which we used the width of or the length of each wall, and we multiplied by the height of the room. That was 2.5 for 2.5 for everything, like for all the house. So that's how we got the walls, and we just subtracted the windows or in the doors. That's how we got the walls and the area for the living room only.
So that was the process, uh, and we did the same in all the papers, like this, um, for all the living rooms and for all the walls. So we obtained the area of each single room.
Yeah, so in total, we have like a total of papers. We have like 12 because we did
A
one for
lot
the.
of papers.
We have one for the bedroom. We have one for the main
Uh-huh.
bedroom, for the bath,
But
for the master
we
bath.
did the same process to obtain
And
the
I'm gonna show
areas.
it. I'm gonna show it in the pictures.
Okay.
So that's the process we did, like to get everything. And then after that, we just filled out like in the sheet the main sheet. Then with the areas we have, we just fill them out. So it would then make the process easier for us. Okay, so after we got the areas, we just had to multiply times whatever the paper told us, like the cost of each thing. So, for example, let's say we had to do the wallpaper, so it was like 13.552 cents, like dollars, for $13 with 52 cents per every square meters. So we just multiplied that price per the area, which was the square meters, and that's how we got the cost of each section.
First, we had to divide 1.2 by 2. The result was zero point 0.6. Then we had to multiply zero point 0.6 by the apthem, that is zero point 0.8. So zero point 0.6 times zero point 0.8 it's equal to 0.48. So 0.48 times 6 it's 2.88. We didn't divide, so we can multiply it directly by 6. And that will be the area.
Okay, so we already got the base, and to get the volume of it, it was just the base times the height. So we know it was the 0.70, so we just multiply 2.88 times 0.70, which gives you 2.016. So I believe that's the volume, and then and finally to get the price like every other thing we did, it was just we found the price that it was 5.6 of water per cubic meter, and we just multiplied it. So it was 2.016 times 5.60, and the answer was 11.2896, which I believe is like kind of little, but that's what it gives us. So that's how we get the volume and the price of it. Well, okay, so for the conclusion, finally, okay, so I think it was kind of hard, and I found out that we did kind of more because we got it with one paper for the area and the area of the walls for every single room, so it was like a little bit more. But I think overall it was not as hard as I thought. Like we just it was more like more work than it was hard because we had to do like a lot of work, but it wasn't that hard. It was just areas like the stuff we already know, like from what middle school. So it was just like areas. It was like in the last one it was volumes, so it wasn't that hard. So it was just a lot of work. So and this really that's like a real life situation. If you were like something that has to do with architecture or something like that, you will really use this. So thank you.
So my conclusion is that I learned a lot today because I practiced a lot of things when getting the areas of each room because we had to multiply the areas for the prices and we had to obtain the areas, of course, of each of the rooms. And well, that's my conclusion.
My conclusion was that in this project I learned a lot of things and I remember how to get the areas. And I think that was a long project, but we learned a lot of things and that can help us in our daily life. If someday we want to paint a wall of our room, now we know how to get the area. So I like the project was a lot, but was very easy, and I learned a lot of things.